Hello YouTube. Today is Friday, and I've just got. I've been up for a little while. Had my breakfast, very good breakfast, and I was lying in bed. I was contemplating things, contemplating. I don't think you know how this big there is no God thing going on. It was all, oh yeah, creation, there was like, I forget creation, the opposite of creationism, evolutionism. Well, yes, Darwin proved that everything evolved, so therefore there's no God. Richard Dawkins is just so like, evolution, Richard Dawkins. Hawkins, same difference, whatever. But yeah, I'm all saying like, there's no God. But how do you not know there's no God? And that's bullshit. It's like, this is the thing, right? I don't think it's wrong to believe in a God. Take your pick, to be honest, any God. I don't think it's wrong to believe in one. I think the problem comes when people try to worship them. I think. It's not so much that people are it's not so much that it's the believing that there is some sort of higher power has a problem. The problem is when you base your life and your general living around it. I personally think try and be a good person, and that's just going to serve you well regardless, isn't it, really? But it's almost like people going, there's no God, so how do you supposed to do it? Whereas realistically, I believe in a higher power. I believe in the fucking Norse gods, I believe in the Roman gods and the Greek gods. I don't see why we can't have a panopticon of every fucking god in the world that actually in some way has some sort of mythical thing above us. The thing is, that's the one thing, I believe in a great deal of mythical things, just because I think it would be really dull not to. I believe that in some alternate dimension you could probably bump into Batman. I believe in, I believe in multiple dimensions, that's a scientific belief, and so that's sort of a different thing, but I don't see why I don't see why if you can have this scientific belief in this multiple, well, if you have a scientific belief in evolution, fair enough. The scientific beliefs, if you operate on pure scientific beliefs, these scientific beliefs will lead you to the multiple reality theory that they haven't quite proven yet, because let's face it, how on earth are you going to travel between them using current technology? But I digress. And you go from that. So if all these realities exist, why couldn't any one of them have godlike people? Demigod-like people with all the actual powers? People like, how can that not lead you to believe that all fiction is true? And like they posited that in the recent Red Dwarf, the Back to Earth thing. That was a pretty weird thing, but this law states that any alternate reality that you experience actually exists once it's been experienced, once it's been come up with, and I think that's perfectly plausible. And so in that case, if you're saying that if you're going from these pure scientific things, that there may not be any obvious signs or any proof of a God here, but you realistically have to conclude that in some universe there is. Surely. Just like in some universe, people probably have 3 legs. In some universe, everybody has the ability to control their own little world. And maybe that's how it all works. This is the thing. Existential questions can't be answered by science. They're just there to be questions, really. You can't say one thing or another for certain. That'd be stupid. The important thing is keep an open mind and don't let yourself get really so stuck into your ways, so stuck into your belief, so world-definingly rigid in your thinking that you can't accept that something could be not how you think it is. So yeah, that's what I feel. And as much as I think Thor's cool, I'm not going to worship him. As much as like the idea of the multiple animal-headed gods. I think they're kind of cool conceptually. I'm not going to be sacrificing my chicken to Horus. Ooh, chicken. So, final point. You should all believe whatever you want to believe, but don't worship things unless it makes you feel good. And that's it. Bye now.